Hello there, what's going on? A little bit of a different video today. I figured I would start showing off stuff that I get in the mail and maybe kind of just explain, why I buy what I buy and what the purpose is behind it and things of that nature. We have two very different cards here. This is not even my mail, but this is just kind of an example of what's going on here. We've got a Limp Bizkit 1999 Family Values Tour. It's a promo card. This is a PSA 6. I didn't even care about that. I thought the card was cool. Limp Bizkit, a band that I listened to in high school, and saw this on eBay. Thought it'd be a good fit. I just actually got some new PSA clear sleeves in, so I'm going to open those up. I'll open up my mail. I'll show you what I got in the mail today, and we'll go from there. So I have these PSA little bags, and I love these things. They keep all of my PSA slabs protected. I just ran out, so now it's time to get some new ones. So here they are. They just came in today, and I think they keep your PSA slabs really nice. So there we go. Let's go ahead and put that in there. My OCD doesn't really like how messy that is, but screw it. There you go. That's what it looks like. These are really nice to have, and they're not very expensive at all. I'll link them down below. And here's a Brock Bowers. This is the rookie variation. This is a PSA 9. Bowers is a guy I collect. I do have some Bowers in the mail today that I'll show you guys as well. I am a Raiders guy. If you've watched any of my card rip videos, you would potentially know that about me. I'm a Raiders guy. I collect Brock Bowers. And what I've been doing lately is ordering some of his PSA stuff and a mixture of like loose cards. But that's a pretty nice card right there. I don't have any of his variation yet until I got this one. Which is pretty nice. So I like that card. I think it's cool. So those are the cards I already had. Just put them in the PSA sleeve. Let's talk about some other stuff. Speaking of Bowers, if you want to just see Bowers real quick, I have these sitting over here. Got the Midnight, totally certified. This totally certified is numbered out of 249. Got a select die cut. Select base. Here is a clearly Brock Bowers, which I did not have up until recently. Shout out to my boy Seth for getting that one to me. Got a Brock Bowers pink Optic and a Brock Bowers pink Prism. And you might say, like, hey, why do you put these in a in a mag? These are not very expensive cards. Eventually I'm going to send these off to PSA, but in the meantime, I just kind of like to have them in this nice case because they're PC, because I'm a Raiders guy, and just because I just like them in something a little bit nicer. Whereas most of my other cards, would just go straight into like a top loader or whatever, and a penny sleeve. This is another Brock I have. I'll just show you this real quick before we move on to the mail. This is the camo. This one is out of 35, number 21 of 35, totally certified, which I think has some amazing card designs. It's one of my favorites, hence why I have so many of them. And then shout out Sky Bee Cards. I picked up this on one of his Whatnot streams. Probably about a month or so ago. Brock Bowers Auto. And then one more Bowers before we get to the mail today, and that is this one right here. This is the Rookie Patch Auto from the Topps Resurgence. This is numbered out of 99. These are all, just PC cards. Love to have them. Not really looking to sell any of my Bowers right now. Like, in order for me to sell it, somebody would have to throw, like, just something ridiculous, which is code 4. I don't want to sell it right now. So, there you go. I do have 2 PSA slabs that came in. We'll save those for last. In the meantime, let's talk about these 2 packages here. This one I may be able to just open by hand. Okay. What do we got in here? I see whoever shipped this sent a couple of cards. I did not order a couple of cards, but this is what they sent. Karl Anthony Towns, green. Prism. All right. I mean, I'll take it. J.C. Latham. I did not order that. This guy was just, I guess, trying to fill up with cards. But a green is a nice added value. Like, I don't complain. I know some people get mad about it. Like, they're like, oh, you know, you're just dumping your cards on other people. I don't get mad. Like, I mean, if somebody threw like 50 cards in there, I might be like, what the hell? But this is just an Optic insert that I saw. This is the rookie recruits, Brock Bowers. And I just thought it looked cool. I think this is also camo. Is it? You guys are probably going to scream at me the way I open these, but this is the PC, so I'm not trying to sell it. Of course, now that it's on camera, it's going to be way more difficult to open. Yeah, it's like a camo kind of thing. That's cool. Really cool. Brock Bowers. Bam. We got one more here. Brock Bowers, and we'll move on to the PSA slabs. Let's see here. I think this is the rookie, or not, I'm sorry, the Panini Contenders one, I believe. Let's see. That's a cool bag. Yeah, there it is. Rookie ticket. Optic Contenders. Excuse me. This is the Optic Contenders. Get this trash out of the way. I think this one is actually numbered, actually. Is it? Let's see. Yep, this is number 9 of 199. This is the red Optic ticket. Very nice to have. So basically, again, Brock Bowers, he's one of my guys, Raiders, so I'm collecting, and that would explain that. I'm not looking to sell. You know, as we go along into future videos and I show you stuff that I'm ordering, stuff that I'm holding, stuff that I'm potentially trying to flip, we'll get into that. But this one right here is definitely for the PC. So 2 Bowers, and we got these bonus cards. I don't know. So there we go. Set that off to the side there. I wanted to show you this. I mentioned the Limp Bizkit. How cool is this? So this is a PSA slabbed Woodstock 99 ticket. This is a PSA 5. And I might have to move this back a little bit. Look at that. How crazy that is. This is one of the most like insane things I think I've ever found on eBay in terms of like cards or PSA or whatever. It's got the little holographic kind of like, I guess, to make sure that it's a legitimate ticket and all that. I just wanted to share it because I showed the Limp Bizkit one, but I was just like, this thing is really cool. It's really unique, and I've never seen, I have seen like tickets in PSA slabs, but Woodstock is something that recently I've just been watching a ton of content around, you know, different documentaries, podcasts, and random Woodstock performances. And I figured, I saw that on eBay. I was like, what the hell? Let's get it. And then, so finally here, before I get out of here, this is my first time ever filming one of these videos where I just show you what I got. So if it's bored you to tears, I'm sorry. But I'm just trying something new. And I was going to maybe plan out a different way to introduce this kind of video. But then I was like, you know, if I just do that, I'm just never going to end up filming anything. So sometimes it's best just to rip the Band-Aid off and just make the damn video. If it sucks, it sucks. And then, you know, eventually we'll get better. So there you go. All right. So let's see what this first one is. I almost don't even remember what slabs they are. I just saw the address on the envelope and I knew where it was coming from. Okay. So this is my Luka Doncic. This is the Panini Instant. Where does this thing open up at? There it is. These PSA things they ship these things in are terrible. Maybe they're counting on it that you're buying to sell it, so they put that big ugly thing on there. But I like to just remove those, put them in my own PSA branded bags, and then we're off. But yeah, this is the this may be the very first Luka Lakers card. I could be wrong about that. Please feel free to correct me in the comments below. But this is, if not the first, this is one of the first Luka Doncic LA Lakers cards. This is one that I've had my eye on for a while. There was 14,000 of them made. And there's his debut, February 10th, 2025. I think, you know, Luka's one of these guys that I do collect. And I think it goes for, you know, it speaks for itself. It's Luka Doncic, hell of a player. And this is just something that I just never got around to getting. Finally saw one in a tin at a good price, and I said, you know what? Let's just go for it. PSA actually on eBay, like PSA the company, they have their own account. They sell their own slabs. You can usually get some decent deals if you know what you're looking for. For me, when it comes to PC collections, I typically will buy a lower score if I know that I have no intention to sell it. But being that this is one of his first cards as a Laker, if not the first, I was like, you know what, let's get that one in the 10, and just so we have it. So I think it's a really nice card. I'm a big fan of it, and I'm happy to have this one in the collection. All right, we got one more here for you guys today, and then I'll get out of your hair. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I know what this one is. We'll talk about this one in a moment, but I think for those of you that have seen some of my videos before, and you know that I rip a lot of basketball, and I've talked about in those videos, that people are kind of maybe down on the current class or whatever. I'm not necessarily completely down on it. Like, I do see, like, I think there will be some guys that will be, good, and this is going to be one of those guys. So this is Matas Buzelis, and this is a PSA 9. This is a hold. Matas is one of those guys that I am holding right now. Not every single card, but a lot of them I'm holding. This is one that I got from PSA directly. It is a 9. I think it looks really nice. I'm still pricing out and looking to get one in the red, which I think is a beautiful color match for the Bulls jersey. But Matas is a guy that I think has that potential. I think he's going to be somebody, and I'm excited to collect his stuff. I do remember when I was ripping Panini draft picks, I believe it was, I pulled a ton of Matas, and I said, you know what, I'm going to hold on to quite a bit of this. I did sell some of it, but I was like, I'm going to hold on to some of these because I feel like, again, he's got that potential. And so this is one of the guys that I'm holding. And I thought it was, I was like, in the pink ice, it's already slabbed up. What the hell? Let's go ahead and grab one of these. And we'll hold on to it for a bit and see what happens. This is not like a PC card, though. I was just like, I'm going to hold on to this for a bit, and if the right offer comes along, we'll set it free. But anyway, that's going to do it for me here on today's video. I do appreciate it. I am looking to do more of these kind of videos where, I do get a lot of cards in the mail, and, to come on and kind of just share, like, the mindset and, like, where my head's at as far as, like, buying cards, flipping cards, etc., and we can talk about it. It's just something new that I'm trying to do other than just ripping cards, and that's it. So, appreciate you guys checking out the video today. Thank you so much. I would love if you left me a like if you made it this far. Clearly, the video didn't bother you that much, so hit the like button. Consider subscribing if you want to see more content just like this, in addition to my card ripping videos. And, of course, hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time I publish brand new videos. Thank you so much for watching.